I like little things that allow you to do lots of stuff. I've got two mini PCs here from Azulle, or Azulle Tech, as some of you guys may know them. And these are based on Intel's Cherry Trail, CPUs on the inside. The specs are somewhat important, but the use case scenarios for these are really what's the most important. Using this one around the office for various different things. First off, we use it for our calendar. It's got Windows 10 on it, but you can get it with Linux if you like. This is a really nice thin client. Plug it up to the projector and you can stream games to this using Steam or whatever other software you want. So it makes a pretty decent thin client. This is also kind of good if you wanted to just get something like this, plug it into any monitor wherever you are. It's got HDMI on the bottom, and then just play old games or whatever. It's got the BGN Wi-Fi on this side, AC as well, and then plus it's got your Ethernet port right there, and also micro SD card slot on the side. We've got a USB 3 and a USB 2 on there, and also the micro USB for charging it up. And your power button down here on the bottom. Yeah, this is a really good little stick to just plug into your TV or whatever, and then you've got access to whatever media you want, either right here locally using an SD card, or if you're using a NAS or something like that, or maybe another PC or whatever, you can do Plex or whatever, Xbox Media Center, XBMC, whatever. You can do any of that stuff right here on this, and that'll work with Linux or the Windows version. This one has 4 GB of memory and 32 GB of built-in storage. It's a 64-bit Intel quad-core processor. This is the Cherry Trail T3Z8300. We've also got Bluetooth built in, Bluetooth 2.4, so it's not the newest format of Bluetooth, but that'll get you by. Now, they've also got this little remote here. The remote at first I was like, this is weird, you got a full keyboard on here, and the keyboard's not too comfortable. Then I was like, oh yes, it's very nice to have a keyboard with this thing. Of course, it's got USB, and you can run like a little USB hub or something like that. So you can use it as mouse controls, pointer controls, whatever you call it. So you can use it for presentations. You can use it as a computer. Hey, another use case scenario: plug this up in your conference room, and you can run all your spreadsheets and stuff like that. It's really good for that kind of stuff. It won't run Crisis, guys. Let's talk about this bigger one. We haven't used this one as much, just because this one's just so freaking convenient. But this little guy also makes a good thin client and has a lot of the same use case scenarios, but the big difference in this one, it's going to run a little bit cooler. These things are pretty much dead silent. But this one can power up to 2 displays at a time. So you've got your HDMI and you also have VGA, which is going to be good for projectors or whatever. This will be good for signage, running 2 different specials at the same time. You got a bar, you want to run your beer menu and your food menu at the same time. You can run them both on this and just have each screen cycling through, stuff like that. Now these both have the same amount of RAM. Just this one, the CPU is clocked a little lower. You can probably easily go in and just change the clock speeds, but out of the box it comes as a quad core, clocked at 1.44 gigahertz, but you can crank it up to 1.84 and it should be just fine. That's what they advertise, cranking it up if you want to, but just do that if you need it. Again, lots of use case scenarios for these things. I guess the downside for this is that when you get it, you're going to want to go crazy playing all the latest games. And yeah, you can get small form factor PCs like the bricks and stuff like that have a really fancy graphics card in there. They're going to be a little bit bigger, run a little bit hotter, and cost a lot more money. So in the price range and for the use case scenarios, this does quite a few different interesting things. Probably going to use this one the most, like I said, office organization, calendar, and also doing some stuff with the projector. Well, yeah, last thing I want to mention, they are really well built. I wasn't really sure who Azulle was, but once I got those, I was like, whoa, these things are solid. Hats off to those guys for making something that's built like a tank. All right, see you guys in the comments on the website, hopefully. Maybe on YouTube, or wherever you guys hang out. See you.